Hi, my name is Carlin Ross, and for my art project final, I decided to write a poem about foster kids and what it was like for them to be hurt by their parents, for them to move around from home to home, and just the bad stuff that happens in the systems. Because as much as we would love to have systems be correct in our world, there is sin, and so there are going to be faults in the system. But I always think it's important for us to have a knowledge behind things. So I have done hours of research about statistics when it comes to foster homes, how many kids are in the foster system, because I have been called to open up a foster home. So I know that there is an importance when it comes to that. So my poem is something that I'm not very good at, something that I'm not 100% sure if I did correctly, but here it is. Children safe in their home. At least they should be. Abused by the ones who are supposed to protect them. Who will watch over them now? Going from place to place, where is their home? Brothers and sisters torn apart. What is this system? Will we ever find a place where we belong? I think that ties in a lot with what foster kids go through. I think that because a child was hurt in their home and in the place where your parents are supposed to be the people that provide for you and protect you and love you no matter what, since they are the ones who have hurt these kids, they're going to have a different sense of what it really feels like to have a place where they belong. It also makes them kind of confused about, like, who's supposed to protect us? Who's going to watch over us whenever my own parents didn't even do that? I personally am a rape survivor, but I was not raped by a family member. I was raped by a close family friend, but it affected mine and my father's relationship to the point where he has felt so guilty that he has not tried to take part in anything in my life. He has not tried to be there for any big moments or anything, and I have felt a sense of disconnection and a sense of, oh my gosh, maybe I don't matter. So I can only imagine what it will be like for those kids who have actually been hurt and abused by their parents. So in the next line, going from place to place, where is their home? So many kids in the foster system will jump around from home to home, just because that there's some faults in the system, but then also sometimes there will be some kids who end up going back to their biological parents, even though there is a hard situation going on. The next line, brothers and sisters torn apart. It is a huge thing in the foster system that brothers and sisters and siblings all get torn apart because there are homes that won't hold multiple children. And this is a really sad thing for me because I have 3 brothers and they are literally the most important thing to me. So I could not imagine having life without them, without the memories that we had when we were growing up. And something that I really want to do when I open up a foster home is to make sure that all of these siblings get to stay together, because I think that there is an importance with that. The only time I would make an exception is if there is a child who needs a little bit more attention as away from the siblings. That's a different story. And then the very last line says, will we ever find a place where we belong? The Lord is the one who has called us to be together, to be one, to be a body with the rest of the other believers. And I think it's important that we help these children realize that they do belong here, that they matter in this world, and that God has a specific plan for them. A big thing that I want to place into my foster home is to talk about how these children are the Lord's heritage. The foster home will be called the heritage because of a verse in Psalm where it talks about the children being the Lord's heritage, because that is so important. And it also shows the children that they do have a heavenly father, that they do have a father who loves them and will do anything for them. And I think it's important for them to realize that they do have that. But also I think it's important to let them know that they also have people here on earth that will be with them and champion them and just help partner them through everything and help them get the healing that they need. So I know that I'm not like some grand poet or anything, but art's also not my forte. But this was a very good thing for me to kind of read and then research so that I could get more and more prepared for what my future will look like, so that I can be aware of what the system is and what foster kids have to endure, and then be prepared for my home. So thank you so much.